Welcome back, boys and girls. Welcome back to another amazing adventures of known as the Kiamichi Railroad on the hot rails, owned by the Genesee in Wyoming. Marshall Price Productions here. Thank you for watching, everyone. Welcome back, guys. And so, alright, guys. So, alright. Time to long story short. They came through early, so my friends met my other friends here in Valliant, so my other friends went home back to Hugo for the night, and my other friends are taking the train to Hugo tonight, the ones that's driving the local. Alrighty, so right now my friend is checking the train and make sure everything's in order, make sure the air is up on the train so they can leave. The D-Cuny is late tonight. They had a late start, so they should be heading here probably at least. Hopefully they might be here sooner than 1 o'clock. Hopefully 2. Alrighty, they're in the sounded off. They're ready to go. Alrighty, everyone. I forgot to mention, guys. My eyeballs, my two eyes, I think they're a little bit scratched at the bottom of my eyelids, so I don't know how I scratched them, but I think I might know how about hay. I think I might have had hay on my I might have had hay on the lens. I might have had hay on my shirt or something, or I might have had hay or something. So I don't know how or anything, so I'll have to go to the eye doctor and see if they can help me out with the scratches below the eye pupil. Hopefully it's fixable. So guys, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you everyone for being my viewers and my subscribers. So guys, so anybody that wants to be my other subscribers, please do. Please give me likes, and please comment, and please subscribe. Please help out my channel. Please help me out. Please be the 100th subscriber if we get 100 subscribers. Maybe later on in life I might ask the railroad and see if they might let me film inside the train or something when they're moving or something, but I would have to have a lot of likes, and that I would have to have permission from the railroad itself, so I'm not sure they might let me do it or not, so I don't know. But live action here on the Kiamichi Railroad, known as the KRR. So this goes out here to all my biggest fans out there, including my new ones and my older ones that I currently got before. And so this goes for everybody on the Kiamichi Railroad, the D-Cuny, and this goes for all of my fans. So this goes for everyone who watches my videos. I love you all, and thank you for watching, and thank you for viewing and watching my video. That's what viewing means. So alrighty, they are driving my favorite engine tonight. Her name is Caitlin. friends while they're leaving now. Oh, there goes Fred. See ya, bud. Have a safe trip, bud. And have a safe trip, my good old brothers on the railroad. Woo! Alrighty, guys. We all know the story about Hobo Bill. Did you know, guys, every once a year, all railroads would have boxcar doors open to have their remembrance for Hobo Joe? Hobo Bill. So every once a year, they would always keep remembrance of Hobo Bill. Hobo Bill was an old man that rode trains for a living since he was like at least back when he was at least a kid. I think there was stories about Hobo Bill escaping from a what we call a orphanage. The people weren't taking care of him right, so he ran away. And then very close by there was a railroad, and there was open boxcar doors, and he always rode the rails since. So, and he died by the end of 1990, and he died at the end of the 1900s. So Hobo Joe, Hobo Bill will always be remembered. So I mean, there's There's always, there's songs about Hobo Bill. He did die. He did die in a train on a cold, stormy, windy, rainy night in a lonely car, a boxcar door. He was dying of old age, and Hobo Bill decided to let all of his other friends have his stuff because he was on the verge of dying. He was a lonely man. He didn't have nobody, as far as I know of, but he rode the rails for a living, so he's always been a railroad fan for all railroads by riding boxcars. So Hobo Bill will always be remembered. Every time when you see a boxcar, sometimes I think of Hobo Bill because Hobo Bill used to ride boxcars. He died in a lonely boxcar door on a stormy, cold night. So the train was doing at least maybe 45 miles an hour. That's whenever he passed away. Whenever two trains were passing each other, he died very happily. He died with a smile on his face. He passed away in a very good way, and so his life was riding the rails, and so that's the only life he ever known. So he died very peacefully, and so he'll always be remembered as a good man, you know. So every once a year, all railroads will have open boxcar doors for Hobo Bill's remembrance. So, all railroads, not just the railroad where he used to ride, all railroads in the United States always have boxcar doors open on those special occasions. Now, some of them may not have them open until the occasion. Some of them are open all the time, but usually they're always closed. But usually every once a year, they would have a remembrance of Hobo Bill. So some of y'all probably don't know about a hobo who used to ride the rails, but there was a hobo named Hobo Bill, and then there's other people that's now taking his place. They're riding the rails also, so they are railroad fans. They're not. I don't call them mean names because they're about like me and you, and their life was always riding the rails, which I cannot blame people like that, because when I was a kid, that trains were cool, and they still are cool to me, and I remember my uncle used to jump. He used to ride boxcars all over the United States. He first started here in Valliant, Oklahoma. And he rode an open boxcar door. He jumped in it, and then he rode all the way to where the engine goes. So he was riding the rails from the DQ&E all the way down to probably the first railroad, that is the Kansas, the KCS. So what started him being a hobo on the railroad was because of my aunt died at a railroad crossing on Pine Creek Road before they had crossings down here. In the daytime I'll tell you more about the story and read the story and stuff like that. But before crossings was ever done there on the Pine Creek Road here in Oklahoma, in Valliant, Oklahoma, a car was hit by an oncoming train that was on the DQ&E. That was like way years ago. It was back before I was even born, or I was born. But that was way back before they had railroad crossings set up down there on Pine Creek Road. So before that, there was probably crossing bucks there, and my aunt ran right across there, and then my favorite company was coming through at the exact same time, and then my favorite company just whack. So the train hit her, and and that's what started my uncle to ride the rails. And he started from here in Valliant, and then he rode it all the way to the KCX, Union Pacific, all the other railroads. And so, guys, when I do that next video, I'll tell you about that. I mean, it's a very sad story, but you know, I'm sad because you know, that type of thing. I'm just sad, but it happens, and there's no way you can control it. You can't control people's actions of what they do whenever they go across railroad crossings. Like you see in my other video, how that car just shoot right across there with me standing right there. That person did not care. All she wanted to do was beat the train and just get ahead of it and not worry about me sitting right there or somebody sitting right there. Just because. So, guys, I mean, everybody when they drive vehicles, they just go woo. So I mean, one day the car was gonna get it with me filming. So guys, y'all might get good live action on that one. So, but I hope that don't happen. So I just advise motorists to stop for oncoming trains or find safe way around it. But if you do, make sure you look for any other trains on the same track, because they could be pushing trains back and forth. So always be focused for other train tracks and stuff like that. Especially when you're around mills and stuff like that. There's always roads where it goes across train tracks. Especially whenever here in Valliant, there's a road that goes right to the backside of Valliant. Some of you might know that around here. There's a railroad, the same railroad where I filmed that I'm friends with. I'm friends with the DQ&E Railroad and friends with the Kiamichi Railroad. So man. So everyone, be safe out there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time on the hot rails of the Kiamichi Railroad. Marshall out. Thanks for watching. My friends should be coming any minute on the DQ&E, so hopefully I get to film before nightfall. I'm at before daybreak. So guys, make sure you set your watches, your clocks, everything back, guys, because the nights are starting to get shorter and days are getting longer. So I get to do some more fishing, and hopefully I get to catch me an earlier freight trade, because they came through early tonight. So they came through at 8. And so I got off work, so I was a little bit tired, but I decided to wait and catch my friends go through. So, well, I get to catch them here in Valliant at this road crossing, maybe, or whenever they're about to leave. So we will see. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Marshall now. Thank you for watching.